Okay, so what I've done is I put a drop of oil on each of the cooler hose O-rings, and I'm not going to tighten anything up. I'm actually going to leave the fitting just snug for now on the one side, because I'm going to actually prime this oil cooler before I start the engine. So this engine's been sitting for a while, so obviously I don't want it to start up dry. This thing can take quite a bit of oil. Oops. So I'll fast forward and get back to you when it's all done. Pre-prime the oil cooler a little bit. So, I'm going to clip on the electrical connector. And this cooler got dinged up a bit in shipping, so I'm going to have to deal with that. I'm sure it's not completely full, but it's full enough for me. It's just starting to make a mess. So we're going to take our 4 bolts. They're the ones with that big cap washer on it. Now another thing I recommend, if your cooler didn't come with little plugs like this, I do recommend using a blowgun and blowing air through it to make sure that there's no crap sitting in it, because you do not want that in your oil and in through your engine. There we go. Now we're going to gently do up the cooler lines. I believe our 17. Now remember, if you did clip the zip ties like I did, you're going to want to put them back on. That keeps the cable where you want it. Or that keeps the hose where you want it. Now if you did cut the cable ties on the hose, you're going to want to use a couple more. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking my adjustable wrench to hold that in place. I'm not actually turning this wrench, this is just to stabilize that fitting, because if I tighten this too hard, it could break the fitting. Now all you have to do is just snug it up. Don't reef on it, no nothing. Make sure you get your lines positioned where you want as well before you snug these up. Should be plenty. Tight enough. Alright. Let's put the headlights back on. Now this appears like the right-hand headlight. The little cat eye goes downward and inward, as with all Yamahas. Now, I'm not going to touch the adjustment for now. I don't do a lot of night riding. So, the thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the blankie that this thing is sitting under, just to gently place it down. So I don't want to beat up this brand new housing. It looks so nice. They peel back the boot, and inside there is the headlight. Now, I've never actually changed a headlight on one of these, so I don't know exactly how it's supposed to come out. Well, here goes a little busted ring on there. I wonder. All you have to do is push in and turn, and that pulls the connector off. And that still doesn't solve the mystery on how to get the headlight out. I don't know. Oh, whoa. That solves the mystery. Oh. I accidentally touched the bulb as it came out. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a little bit of glass cleaner on it. These are halogen bulbs. You have to be... Oils on your skin can ruin them. Apologize if you really can't see anything. This is a new adventure for me too. Okay, so see the little tab up there? That's where that little slot there is where the tab and the light goes. Now, these are actually, these two are closer together than this one. And that's the same way with this guy. So that goes down in there. Sort of. That stupid cord is a little bit longer in the stupid boot. I'd be able to get it down there no problem. There we go. And that little boot just pops over top like that. And there we go. Shiny new headlight. I'm going to take the old one. I'm going to pull these grommets off. Oops. I got 3 new ones, so... Oh. Okay, same thing. Pop the steel collar out. And the grommet should come out easier. It's actually got 2 missing grommets. This one does not have a steel collar in there though for some weird reason. So it appears to me that the only one with the steel collar is this guy right here. At least in this headlight, I don't know, somebody might have been in here before. This thing was crashed up pretty bad when we bought it, and then it got even worse. Then I think I'm going to need to grab one of my replacements. Oh, no, this one's got a steel collet in there too. Beauty ring that goes around it. This guy should just snap into place. There we go. So the way that these things go on is they both sit right here. Now there are 2 holes, 2 mounting holes in the headlight stay. You're going to want to screw it into the front one at the top there. There's 2, there's a front and a rear one. In my other quad, that's the way it is on the front. These 2 here are bolt the lower grille. That's weird. And of course, bolt with washer. in this case. I don't know, these might have been replaced, but I doubt it. There's a lot of threads in these, so be patient. So snug one of them up. It will be faster with an air ratchet, but I cannot for the life of me stand the noise that those things make. Tighten that down. Don't tighten it too tight. These are aluminum threads. And this is a cast aluminum bracket. So tightening them too much, just barely have to snug these down. Now these headlights are a little floppy, but it'll be strengthened by the, there it is. It'll be strengthened by the lower grill that goes in underneath it. So I'm gonna do the other one. I see I got another company. There we go. Now it's time to put the grill here on that connects them. So first thing we need to do is we need to get these clips out of here. I'm using the pocket screwdriver. So we'll talk to it. There we go. Now all you have to do is slide these little pins here into the headlight buckets. And there we go. This serves as part of the air dam to the oil cooler. And this guy serves as the front mounting point for the front plastic. Now all we have to do is flex this thing downward. We got to put the, I hate these grommets, I really, really do. There we go. So get these things out, pop them in here. So now it's time to put the front bar on. Looks pretty sexy, doesn't it? Looks a lot nicer than the old one, that's for sure. Try not to scratch this thing. I know it's gonna get beaten on, but it just looks so nice. It's got this nice wrinkle coat finish on it. Hell, I ain't complaining. I'd be choked when somebody does scratch it for the first time. They're probably gonna get a decent chewing out from me anyway. I don't want to tighten this too much because we don't want to wreck the nice wrinkle finish on them. So we're coming up on the home stretch here. So first thing we gotta do is take this plastic off on the very front. Now I've already put the nutsert here, here, and here. There's a little speed nut. Make sure that you put the indicator cluster in. If you got any burned out lights in this indicator cluster, it would be a good time to replace them right now. This guy's flexed a little bit too in shipping. So it'll take a little bit to bend back into shape, so you may need to stretch a little bit to get it back in. But again, these are all genuine Yamaha parts, so they should fit without any dremeling required. So right now I'm just doing up the 3 connections. So we get the one bolt right in the very front. Now leave these guys a little bit loose because again this thing's actually squished inward. And since my GoPro is dying, I'm going to fast forward, but basically we have the 3 bolts this side, 3 bolts that side, and then we'll put the fuel tank cap back on. Just died, so it looks like we're back in old vision. Oops. Okay, try not to scratch my fresh plastic here. Almost should have ordered all new plastic for it. It would look brand new. This is Yamaha grill piece. Oh, that looks just beautiful, doesn't it? So, start with the fronts. And what we're going to do is we're going to flex back. Just like, nope. I don't want to hurt this thing, it's so nice looking. So what we do is we go underneath the lift, underneath the plastic, and that grill should just pop right in. Alright. That's almost everything in our bag of tricks, except for a few things. Use a little bit of glass cleaner. And hit it right where all the decals are going to go. So the first one that's going to go on is this front emblem here. I should wash my hands. Alright, so the first one to go on is... I'll put it over here. This raised, embossed Yamaha logo. Alright, so we're going to make sure that this thing sits properly. And that's with it looking like this, with the one tuning fork facing upward. Or downward, I don't know. Press that guy in there. Uh-oh. I believe I forgot to tighten up that center bolt. I'll have to go back in there and fix that. The next one here is the Wolverine sticker. It's a tiny little one. And that one goes... I'm looking at my other one, right like that. So again, set it how you like it, make sure it's straight. Then we're going to take this, peel it off, and gently lay the sticker down. So we have no air bubbles, no nothing in there. And the last one, which they seem to have sent me two of, is the actual emblem that says Yamaha on it. Let's see. If this bag actually rip. This one's a little bit more difficult to see. But this one goes right here over by the headlight. Up a little bit higher. Right about... Actually, it's on the other side. There we go. It goes right here. And the Y is just about at the end of the headlight. So again, peel. Lay it how you want. Smooth out any bubbles. And there we go. Look at that. You step back here and take a look at it. She looks almost brand new. That is awesome. Now I'm going to go change the engine oil and we'll fire it up. I think she works.